Hi, I'm the WanderingNewbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, actually first, I'm putting on this nice little title screen that the members of the community put together. It's a shame that you can't zoom in because there are actually some really good jokes in there, such as somebody who just submitted the loading screen. But, let's move on. Today, we have the FF3 event, the Maiden of Water, featuring Arya. Again, 3 is one of those games I've never played through religiously. So story of Arya is a bit lost on me, but I have heard that she plays a small role in this story. Not too much. Anywho, let's pick it up with the boss rush. Quick and fast. It's Leviathan and Bahamut. A very rude mixture of bosses here, since Leviathan is lightning weak and Bahamut is omni resistant except for wind. But luckily, most classes that have access to lightning also have a bit of access to wind, one way or another. For now, though, here's the team I'm going in with. True, at least it is not Torment Bahamut. I feel like I used this one a previous time, but whatever. It's a good fucking roaming warrior. Bahamut is vulnerable to stop. Wow, I missed that. Putting the parties together. But thanks for that hint, Squirrel Token. I'll be sure to drop that when we hit that part. For the crop version of the video. That's not the right screen. Arya 1. The hell is arena? Oh, right, the arena. Right, okay. Sometimes I see pictures that, like, you know, I made about a year ago, and I get intensely confused of just, what event is that again? Alright, so, first up, Leviathan. Scariest thing about Leviathan is his auto attack has a goddamn chance to cause, what's it called? Petrify. So, if Leviathan wants to be rude, he can be extremely rude. Also, he hates himself. Also, Tsunami. Adorable. Also, I'm always happy when I see people and they have the correct Lena outfit on. Good. They chose wisely. Yeah, I guess in these fights, the 3k stock HP just sort of makes me invulnerable, doesn't it? In these early fights. Just give zero fucks. Anyway. Again, the scariest thing that Leviathan does is that paralyze auto attack, or petrify. Because it just removes on your people. Now it's time for the king. Now, the big scary thing about King Crush here is, you know it, you love it, it's Mega Flare, baby. And the fact that he's Omni-resistant also causes problems. But other than that, I was gonna say he goes twice a turn, but maybe he actually goes more than twice. Now he probably just has a double tap. Yeah, like a lot of Final Fantasy 3 bosses, he just goes multiple times and can outpace you. Bahamut kind of has this weird thing of, since he has so many auto attacks like that, but then also Mega Flare, kind of an iffy situation of, do you want Shelga or do you want Protectga? Oh hey, he actually does counter Kuraya. That right fucker. "5,000 years of Mega Flare!" Oops, I forgot to take Word of Kindness off of Arc. Yeah, it's not as scary as his Torment form, but it's just prolonging the inevitable. But still, not too rough. How do you feel about using Onion Knight for these newbie-friendly challenges? Look, man, I just... When I put the parties together, I just do sort by realm and then throw some shit together. I didn't even think of that. We've had Onion Knight for so long, I don't even think about the fact that he's really weird and stupid to get up to speed. So Cerberus. Scariest thing about Cerberus is it actually just goes 3 times a turn. That's really it. Like, if you want to talk about scary things that Cerberus Cerberus duns, it's just attacks a lot. Bad news, the Onion Knight dungeon... The Onion Moat dungeon leaves in 10 minutes. Yep, pretty much. Also, sorry about that hiccup a couple of seconds ago. That was really rough. It dropped like 300 frames. Either way. Nope, that one. Let's shuffle her in the background. So I actually have power break here, but it's not going to be an issue. I just have it for conditions. 300 frames is about 10 seconds. Because I stream at 30 frames per second. But either way, here's your team. I decided to switch Luneth over to a Dragoon, just for fun. So yeah, the Cerberus just attacks a lot, so I went with the magic defense build with somebody who can taunt Retta. Figured that was a good enough strategy. Oh, I forgot my new trick I figured out. Just a second. Oh, I got something in my throat all of a sudden. Trick that I figured out. Oh no! Oh no, right! I streamed Aria of Sorrow! Piss! So if I sort by Aria, I get all my Aria of Sorrow pictures. That's fine. Sort enough. Yeah, the annoying thing about a stutter is it does sometimes put the viewers a little bit behind, but a pause restart fixes that. Not saying you have to, but I'll react later to you. Alright, anyway. This shouldn't be too rough. Alright, so the Daggeron here. Daggeron? No, it's a dog. The Dogi. So yeah, that's its big thing. Is it attacks multiple times per turn. Doesn't seem like much, but it did just deal like 2k, which is a bit for a triple plus. Which is why I highly recommend like a taunt and a retaliate. It'll eat all those physical attacks, and then you just really need to focus on magic defense to deal with its AoE spells. At least I think it AoEs. It might actually single target. I'm getting ridiculous with stun procs. What is this bullcrap? Oh. Still getting that weird glitch that's been going on lately, where the people get hit and then they like run back into the battle. I don't know what causes that. Is that seriously 3 stun procs in one fight? Is this boss just like super vulnerable to stun or something? Stun should not be proccing that much. Apparently, Cerberus might be extremely vulnerable. To stun, that is. Which is funny. That owns. Alright. Oh, wait, no, we're not actually done yet. Forgot, he's just retaliating. There we go. Hey! There we go. Very nice. Alright. God, the plus fights have just gotten to be a joke at this point. Like, holy crap. Even going like, I'll use 4-star ability, they just explode. I feel bad. I feel bad for the plus fights. You used to be scary, triple plus. Alright. Up next is Guardian of the Fangs, the first ultimate. So, we grab the party, and then I'll bring up the boss itself, and we'll have a small little talk. So, boss of this is Hecatoncheir and the Gaps. The big thing about the Gaps is that what was the actual first ultimate event? That would be the FF5 one with Xth being the ultimate. That one was rough. Anyway, you fight 3 gaps. Well, you fight 3 sets of 2 gaps. And if you hit them with anything that isn't Dark Element, then they duplicate. So, each gap has about 2.7 or 27k. There we go. That's what I meant. Each one has about 27k HP. They are a little rough, but there is one cool trick. So, I have a dancer. I have somebody up top that should be in the front row. And I have 2 darkness mages. And what you want to look for is your friend and mine. One cool trick Hecatoncheir does not want you to know about. One cool trick to beat Thousand Arm. Ah, one cool trick. Your friend and mine reigns. So, with a proper usage of Reigns, the summon itself should kill the first phase of gaps. The command 2 will take out the second phase of gaps. And then the cast of command 1 should kill the third phase. And then you just explode Hecaton. Because he can't deal with that much darkness damage coming his way that fast. The one tricky thing about this is I am bringing a offensive physical boy to debuff Hecaton. So he has to not do anything for a majority of the pre-fight. Oh, wait, not properties. Click, position size, center vertically. Nice. Okay. Oops. Bumped my headset. Anywho. Why did I put a haste record materia on you? You can't do anything. Now, these first set of gaps will get some nasty moves off on you. That's why I put a very good record materia on your friend and mine, Grimmelshins. To draw in pretty much any attacks until we get the Hackathon. So there's just the summon of Sid Reigns, annihilating those two fools. We're gonna hit Stance. Gonna hit a Lingering Spirits on both of our characters, just to get started. Now, the tricky thing is you want to not get fooled. The gaps do have, like, drastically lower stats than Hackathon. So while it may feel like you're top of your game, destroying the world, may not be exactly the same when you hit old Thousand Arm. See? Case in point. Not really doing exactly the same damage, but it's pretty up there. Hackathon really was not ready for this. And welcome to how you do this extremely kind of frustrating ultimate fight. It's got a really dumb condition, if you're asking me. Or just like gimmick. Whoop! It seems our two mages have worn off. They've run out of spell. That's fine. That's why we bring backup. And really the scariest thing that Hackathon really does is he has a Quake that he can use. But, yeah, it's a good thing the boss doesn't multiply. But Quake can easily be dealt with Shell, Magic Breakdown, Earth Resistance. Hey, speak of the devil. Yep, that seems about right. But that's about all she wrote for old Thousand Arm here. Most of the threads I looked at did say that he had the exact same stats as the previous version, but I think they upped his defenses a little bit, at least compared to the videos I was watching. And by videos I was watching, I mean my videos. No, seriously, that is the exact... characters are a little different, but that is the exact same party that I used for the previous attempt. The abilities are switched around a bit. I didn't do Memento Mori early on, that kind of stuff, but pretty much spot on, the same. Yeah, that's real goofy that they brought that fight back. It's real goofy. Yeah, right. This stuff. Where am I? I'm right here. Okay, so the ultimate double plus is the Zonde clone. Zonde clone is a trap enemy in 3 that is pretty similar to Zonde, lacking stuff like meteor and things like that, and coming along with a... Is it just me or are they really stingy with orbs that you need to hone summons? Yeah, they've always been that way. It used to be that you could only get summon orbs from events. But yeah. Anyway, the Zonde clone is... Yeah, okay, Zonde clone pops in every treasure chest in the Dark World. Usually guard turbines. Pretty much just supposed to be a lesser version of Zonde without the more powerful spells like Holy and Meteor and all that. But instead, it was also weak to Holy. So here's a team built to take out a Zonde clone. Notice my my perchance for Holy up top. He does like to cast haste on himself, so a Dispelling Strike really takes that one right off the board. Oh, apparently you fight a Zonde clone before fighting Zonde. What a game. I am attempting to find a shout. Game, you're killing me here. Do I really just not have any shouts anymore? There's a shout. I'll take a free shout. Fucking good Crystal Tower music. Fuck yes. Oh yeah, for the nightmare stuff, I don't, not always one to toot my own horn on this, but do take a peek at my nightmare videos on my YouTube channel. I generally try and show off the actual gimmick of the boss. There is exactly one nightmare where I don't show off the gimmick. That is Atmos. Because Atmos is a fucking joke. Atmos you can two-turn. Like, even without ridiculous gimmicks, I didn't use any soul breaks and I two-turned Atmos. Atmos is such a goddamn joke. Anywho. Oh right, this is the World of Darkness music. This isn't Crystal Tower. I'll say, hey, Omen. Ah, right, and because Zonde is just a trap chest monster, or Zonde clone, whoops, he of course uses the normal battle music. Have I gotten any good pulls lately? Man, I fucking 100 gemmed USBs 2 weeks in a row. So yes, I used up all my goddamn luck. So a little counterintuitive to an extent. I'm utilizing Guardbringer but without even Protect on this team. So I'm not really sure how much damage this is going to do. But we'll see. Yeah, this is where Zonde clone gets rude. Yeah, that's good enough. Now we did only just magic break. Yeah, okay. We didn't have the magic breakdown on him until after he did the blizzard, so maybe he'll do less damage this time around. And there's that haste. The haste is really the scariest thing that Zonde clone does, because you really just don't want Zonde clone to have more turns. That's a recipe for disaster. Case in point. Luckily, due to Zonde clone being so drastically weak to Holy, with a properly built team, you can tear him apart pretty easily. And I think, luckily, Zonde clone doesn't get 2 turns like his real deal counterpart. I think we're just going for the kill at this point. Yeah, Corellia should get the kill here. Ooh, that might be Magic Pixel. Yep, that's a Magic Pixel. Always coming for me. We should live. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Zonde clone doesn't really have a complex like routine at all. I believe he can. I think I said earlier that he doesn't cast Holy, but I think he might actually get access to it later on, and I think that's the scariest thing that he does. No, like seriously, they gave us an ultimate double plus that doesn't even have a piercing attack or anything like that. Like, fucking whatever. Silence. Here in the void. There we go. By staff and tooth, it's time for Scylla. Actually, how do you pronounce that? Let's get that good shit going.
Scylla.
It gave me Thai. I'm pretty sure this is a Latin reference though.
Scylla.
Scylla. But English it's
Scylla.
Scylla. Scylla. Alright, so Scylla. Scylla's honestly scariest thing. Physical attacks have a 9% chance to petrify. Yeah, I was close. Roman. Yeah, so, like, literally, when the entire fucking thing is like, yo, she can petrify, bring Ultra Cure, you know that's her scariest thing. Aside from that, she uses mainly magic attacks. In fact, she also uses Holy, so maybe fit in a Mind Breakdown. I think I opted for Holy Resist instead, so there's that. Oh, a new event, Onion Night modes, what the? I chose to sub in some air quotes new people for this. I'm bringing Cypher because I want to bring in some new blood. I realized I looked at my videos and I got to the point where I was using like the same people over and over again. One moment. And while I am bringing Fang, I'm bringing Fang and using Aerial Loop instead. So, I'm trying to change it up at least a little bit. Because it's got to be a little boring to see the same people each and every time. Either way, I am bringing Petrify Resist as much as I can, because I want this to be a one-shot. Petrify Resist and Affliction Break. And what do I need? What do I need? What do I need, he says. I need a very specific thing, and I know I got at least one roaming warrior of it. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I'm seeing some people I do need to cut down my thing. You prisoner, you're killing me here. There it is. I mean, I like Fang because I have good breaks for her, and she's Dragoon 5. And Dragoon 5 is pretty good. Okay, so 6, 8, 10. Dragoon 5 gets pretty good multi-hit attacks and a physical AoE, which don't really exist too much. A physical 2-hit AoE with a high chance to crit at that. What I'm saying is, Sky Grinder is actually a really good move, and not a lot of people realize that. Okay, I'm gonna readjust myself real fast. God, seeing this version of Scylla compared to the FF14 one, it's like, wow, yeah, it's just a bunch of buff dogs, isn't it? Like, look at that right arm on her. Well, our left, her right. It's like, holy crap, Scullia's buff. Get a load of that dog. Get a load of that dog. Damage may be questionable. We'll find out. We may be in here for the long haul. Dog is rude, and dog has much health. Let's see how this pans out. Feels though I'm not gonna die though. Wow, that holy's really weak, isn't it? Like, that holy's actually really weak. Yo, like, I know I double, like, quad broke you a bit, Scylla, but where's your damage at? Where'd your damage go? Yeah, this does not feel... This boss is doing just about as much damage as one of the triple bosses did to me. Mind you, I have a lot of resistances up. I could probably not have wall up and be fine. Alright, here comes Flare. Alright. Wow, look at those numbers! That's number one, baby! Yo, I'm not gonna recast, I'm not recasting Wall. Let's get busy. Yeah, to be fair, Bloodfest is a resistance buff. Alright, here we go. Whoa! There's a punch. We found... Scylla found her damage. Alright, alright, now, okay. Now we're here. Now we're in numbers. Me hooting and hollering from the top of the hill about numbers. Oh boy. Oh wait, I just nerfed Guardbringer. Damn it. I'm a fool. Oh boy, actually, that was... You're getting there, Scylla. I'm letting my dual buffs fall off. Okay. Alright. See? I'm giving the boss a chance to show her hand. I hope that hand doesn't involve perhaps petrifying me. Here, the boss, Scylla. I give. We had our fun. But that just goes to show with like a proper BSB or something like that, like something that's a good Medica healer, and like some good dual breaks on the boss, you can actually get by without wall, I think, on this one. Like 100%, very easily. Some dual breaks will go a long way, because even after I let the dual breaks fall, or the wall fall off before the dual break and everything started falling off, the boss is only doing about 1k. Come on, I just want that in-winded... Oh yeah, definitely pro Shelga. That's the other thing to point out. Those physical attacks were hitting me like a truck, but I don't actually have Protect on this party. This party is Protectless. So... that would explain why some of those hits were doing a bit more damage. There we go. Give me that good aerial loop. Just wait for it. We're charging up. We're building, we're building, we're building. Something fell off. I think she lost her in wind. Because that was the exact same damage. Damn. Damn. Yeah, not too bad. Definitely the easiest Apocalypse that we've had in a long time. So the real thing that I actually wanted to show with that was that Scylla doesn't... Scylla. Whatever. What was it again? Hold up.
Scylla.
Scylla. Dog. She doesn't have anything that pierces. So with enough proper, like, resistance boosts or anything like that, very, very easy to deal with. Time to do a Sid mission, though. So there's a lot of goofy strategies that you can do for this Sid mission. One in particular that I saw was a Lunith, Onion Knight only, just those two people, with a roaming warrior of Celus's BSB2. The Onion Knight was there, did full break, reflected the boss and did full break, and then the Lunith just went to town with the BSB. And was pretty much able to solo the boss. Thank you for the follow. Real goofy. Yeah, do I need another shout? I do. Here we go again. I might just not have any shout roaming warriors anymore. I don't think I removed them. I think everybody just might have moved on at this point. Time to get a rando. But yeah, I forgot to get stats. The Cella's BSB strategy works because so much of what the boss does is just magic. Huh. Apparently that might be Squirrel Token. Is the shout. Nice. I'll probably end up following you at the end of this so I have some shouts. So I want this one to be Aria 8. Sorry, it's fucking... I mean, a part of this is it reminds me of FF14. The FF3, FF4, the FF14, FF3 dungeons were super good. They were really, really good. Anyway. I don't know how well this will go comparatively to the other version of this I did, but there is one very important thing that I have planned for this compared to the original. That! Howdy, asshole! Can't hate yourself if you got reflect. Yeah, no, I frequently find myself checking help in the library to get a bit of extra advice on the game. Yeah, you have to target the reflect, otherwise it casts on your party. But yeah, if you're going for an all-main... I wanted to show off the fight once with, like, the actual haste gimmick going on. But if you get your whole... If your whole team is melee, nobody is using magic, it is actually an extremely good idea to just reflect Xande. Because then he can't haste himself. And if Xande clone can't haste himself, he's kind of lost one of his major gimmicks. Now what this does mean is you have to be a little bit more aggressive, because Xande clone now will use his spells more often. So don't lollygag. Might be able to one-cycle him. Just one cast of Shout. I'm in good numbers. The nice thing is that he's using a lot of fire and, you know, thunder, which I have the accessories for. Another reason that Blizzard did so much damage to my party in that first attempt was because I am speccing for fire and lightning resist. God, Monk having a self-heal is such a smart move. Like, what a good smart move. Why is he dealing so much more damage? Does he just super ramp up at the end? What happened there? I still have shell. Weird. Yeah, because like people were resisting that and still taking a bunch of damage. Oh well. I won. Who cares? I'm actually gonna take a peek at that real fast. So I do have that good AI thread up. Maybe stats and AI. Oh. I mean, it goes up a little bit. He gains 25. It should not have gone up that much, though. Oh, that's why. The Fire Aga in his... Okay, his Blizz Aga and Thundaga actually have a much lower percentage on them than his Fire Aga. His later on Fire Agas are like twice the strength, that's why. Okay. Yeah, so he just has a stronger spell in that phase that has the same name. Alright, so that's all Maiden of Water done. And this is, of course, this sort of event. So, welcome to getting old stuff. Now, I do need to burn a bit of stamina. Luckily, we have Hecaton's here that I can do that on. Hecaton, what is your gimmick? No weakness. Got it. And... done. Let me just sort by resist element, earth, and dirt. Yeah, there are an unnatural amount of bosses that resist or nullify Earth, but they give you an Earth chain, so... Ingus is alright. How did I do this in the previous version of this? Which would have been... Scott. Just checking the thing real quick. Yep, okay. That was... I'm really not sure what this boss is. Okay, that's cool. That would be the double plus Sid mission, alt or Apoc, jumpstart. Okay, so I didn't do pictures for these. Okay, that's all I needed. Let me grab a good boy. Just burn through one of those. hop into this fight like, come at me! Well, I mean, the whole great thing about, yeah, Ingus is that support 4. For a very long time, support 4 on a knight was like an unheard of thing. It was like, what the fuck? So it was like support 4, white magic 4, big defense, he can taunt. He has samurai a little bit so he can retaliate too. So like, Ingus just had this huge kit, which when he was originally released was a novel thing. Now there are many characters with big kits, so it's a bit less novel, but whatever, works for me. In hindsight, this boss might have a resistance lowering condition. I hope this boss doesn't have a condition to lower its resistance. Oh, nice kite. Yeah, I've been meaning to sit down and watch those, but God, I've just been busy as hell. Do like me a good gimmick. Yeah. See, Quake is the scariest thing here, but you equip accessories or whatever. God, unironic Trigger happy DPS is my shit. FF3 has a support character, technically, and it's the Onion Knight. Okay, what's this boy? Resist fire, ice, lightning, earth, water, wind. Holy crap. Boy, it has no weakness. Fire, ice, lightning, earth, wind, water, holy. Doesn't resist dark. I'm gonna make a modification on team. This one. So, give me them big attacks. I can go for lightning. And then give me a big mage. Let's go Alphanod. Because I need my mage to have white as well. So, non-elemental, you say? You know, just in case. It sounds like Master Monk, alright? Oh, wait. Yes. Alphanod is a strong choice. A stronger choice is Kuja. Well, not necessarily a heal, I needed to protect. I had forgotten that, but then I remembered. I mean, remember, Kuja is technically an honorary good boy. Elemental spells seems more magic based. The Protect is in there as a contingency. Let's don our shades and sling our swords. I kind of like, you know, I wouldn't want to do this with every fight, but it is fun to throw together a party for one of the fights. I like that. That's good. Let us just, you know, slim this off. Ultimates are such a non-thing at this point that, oh god, every time I see how complete this, accidentally complete this lightning is. Okay. Let's slap some fire resist on people. And call it a day. Well, I mean, the big thing is you have, like, I have to emphasize something. Like, I've never pulled on a 13 event. Somehow I have so many lightning breaks. It just happens. Anyway, that's a pretty solid team. And then I want to grab a good boy. Is that popping in the left ear? Is that just me? Hope the headset isn't going more than it was before. Might have to review the video. Actually, it just might be the headset shifting. Anyway. A steel power would also have been a decent choice instead of Mug Bloodlust. Oh, this fight doesn't require stats. Mainly because it's exactly the same as a fight that I did before. I don't really do stats for every fight in a renewal dungeon. Case in point. Man, this boss is gonna die before Kuja can rev up. I think Kuja might steal the kill here, though. That's alright. I'll take that. Very nice. Very good. Yeah, I think whatever that popping was, it was actually just the headset in my left ear moving around a bit. Hey! Onion mote. All those onion motes I don't need, actually. I have many onion motes. Okay. So a lot of that was just burning down stamina for Immortal Souls. Doga and Une. For those who weren't around for this event when it first popped, this fight is actually really rough. Une does like to use a lot of buffs. Tornado is really rough. Aeroga is really rough. Holy is pretty rude. Just a rude fight, all in all. I'm gonna jump into this first, but if I fail this a couple of times, yeah, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just moving my headset around. Yeah, that's replicating the noise. That's just the headset, the parts in the headset moving. Where was my party for this? Here it is. Anyway. Welcome to the team. We're going for a bit of an AoE-centric thing. The main goal is to burn down Une ASAP. And then it will get easier from then on. Okay, so we have a 10. This is going to be 14. As the jump start will be 11 and 12. Now, this is gonna beat me up a bunch. I will probably resort to a break or two over the course of this. Alright, one of these characters is not like the others. That sucks. The very nice thing is that these bosses do have pretty reduced health. So you can pretty effectively blow them up very fast. And again, Une does have a bit reduced health compared to the others, compared to Doga, so it is not a bad idea to focus Une down first. Because then crap like that happens. These bosses are very strong, extremely strong. Really, the name of the game is to blow one up before they blow you up. Speak of the devil. Oh boy. We'll be fine. We'll be good. Oh, jeez. Get in the air, my son. Okay, that's one down. Even if Lunith falls here, I should be in a pretty good place just to finish it off. What is the night move on Ignis? That is, I think it's like Divine Cross or something like that. Yeah, Divine Cross. It is Gaia Cross, but holy. Oh. What a ways we've come, you know? That boss originally, when it first came out, took me 2 hours. Lord, what a way we've come. Does Wrath overwrite Shout? Yes. Wrath has a 3% attack boost on it, just so that you can't, you know, Wrath up to damaging moves and be rude that way. Alright, final thing on this solo venture. God, this new format just doubles the amount of stuff I have to do. Scylla. Scylla. Jumpstart, which I will blow up. Good old Dog Scylla. Dog Scylla. God. I gotta stop saying Scylla. I'm gonna end myself. Yeah, Scylla. Welcome to Newbie really wants to use his fucking USBs that he's gotten. And finally, here's a boss without a weakness. Yep, just trying to make sure that that's what I'm doing here. And I checked ahead of time, this boss isn't, like, suddenly weak or immune to holy. That's not a thing. Kids are cruel, Jack. Rorbin is a friend of mine who I have left on my list as a memory. That's a memorial to a friend who stopped playing. A lot of my roaming warriors are memorials to friends who stopped playing. Just some stopped earlier and never really got a good break. Alright. I like how there's no sound effect for that animation at all. Oh, let's get stupid. Give it time, we're getting there. Alright, let's see what Fantasy Unbound can do with actual damage boosts. Fuck yeah! Numbers! That's numbers, baby! I've hit damage caps at this point. The game is like, you're done. Go home. It's so good to see numbers happen. Fuck it. Fuck him up, Seabass. Sometimes it's just good to use your toys. It's a thing that I so rarely let myself do. I see your cruelest Azure and I raise you. Play with your toys, kids. Don't let your toys just sit there. Alright, it's about that time. Oh! It's time to punch a bird. What's bird weak to? Bird is weak to wind. So, y'all want to bring your wind game? I'm down. Let's see, where's that boy at? Where is the boy? There's the boy. Oof, yeah, squirrel tokens. Go do that. The only thing we really have, well, might be doing a pool later. Yep. Catch you later. You can always catch it on the VOD. Getting your work done is way more important. That's the thing I always say. I appreciate people coming by and watching the streams. Get your work done. Maybe Banner 1. Perhaps. I have one item on Banner 1, but I should still work out okay. Uh-oh. Been logged out of Twitch. My two-factor authentication. Room's up, by the way. My two-factor ran out. Happens every now and then. Whoops. Oh, geez, that refreshes the chat all the way. Yeah, but I just don't have, like, I have one item on banner 1, and I feel like pulling. That's a good banner, and I don't feel like waiting forever. Alright. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going in 30 seconds. Or a minute. I should get like a minute timer. There. Alright. Let's roll out. Alright, please carry me. Oh wait, am I the carry? Oh no, I think I'm the carry boy. Mm. Points at the screen. There's that event name. There it is. When your boy's getting fired up, but he's too scared to say it. Hell yeah! It counts! They made it win-based for some reason. They blew it up. Alright. Thank you. Thank you to everyone coming and helping out with that. The easy one. Now, slightly harder. I mean, it doesn't seem like we have that many people in today. We'll see if it fills up. I always like to be fair, and I don't want to like bend the rules. That's unfair to people that like I've kicked out before. Alright. As always, I'm going to hit this button, start this timer right now. By the wolf, if nobody pops in a minute, I'll let you know in chat and you can hop in. Yeah, that works for me. Whatever. It's alright. Okay, yeah. It didn't look like anybody else is coming. Whoops. Or that stopwatch timer. I'm just excited to talk about relics. Talk about my books. What is Into the Storm? Is that an overstrike? What is that? Oh yeah. Yeah, but look at all these shuffle fucks that didn't wait for the chain to get up. Come on, y'all. Okay, yeah, this is an overstrike. One. I understand. It is an overstrike. It's just really funny to see all the pomp and circumstance. You see one. You did one good. Alright, somebody finish this Joker off. There we go. There's that good shit. Alright. Who wants to peek some banners? Oh, nice. I got a major orb. I got a 3. It's a thing I don't do much, so I get proper cuts, but I really like mashing the button on result screens. It's just like, it just like throws everything down. Alright. So, banner 1. Burning Devotion is 10 fire and non-elemental. Reduce delay of the user. Reduce delay of the user's actions for 1 turn. If used with fire, Temporarily increased damage of critical hits, and any fire attack reduces the delay of your next action. So, this just lets Rafa really go out of control, and with the addition of a new monk move, and with Fires Within, and eventually when the ability buff comes out that makes Fires Within better, and makes the sharpshooter skills better, this is extremely, extremely strong on Rafa. No matter what. Especially the crit is very nice buff since Rafa's whole thing is being the crit gal. Runax is Earth Chain. That's about it. It's an Earth Chain, 11 hits, that gives Last Stand, which is really good. Earth is a bit of a rarer element, but a lot of Earth-based bursts and abilities are generally very, very good. So, this is a welcome addition to the Chain family. Wizard Rod, which is Ark's BSB2, is 8 Holy Water hits, Infuse Holy. Command 2 is a single target heal and Mind Boost. Command 1 is 4 Holy Water hits. I'm a bit torn on this one because this really kind of shows Ark on a whole in that they don't know what they want to do with Ark. Like, at all. They want him to be this offensive white mage, but ability-wise, there really isn't something to back this up. The Infused with Holy, he doesn't gain any abilities that really capitalize on that until the ability rework and the boost to Holy itself. And not until Maiden comes out for summon side of things. I'm not huge on this, but if you want to run Ark as a off-heal damage dealer, this is the thing that allows you to do that. I just don't think it's very reliable. But that said, let me back that up a second. He can Mind Boost himself with his Command 2, and then go to town with that Command 1. So that's the thing. And he can Mind Boost himself and then Unleash Holy once that rework comes out, which is another half of that. It requires you to upgrade Holy, which I will bet money a lot of people do not have Holy created and or upgraded. So that's a bit of a dip into your white orbs, which I know you're not using for anything. But yeah, it's such a weird place. It's so niche, and not the kind of niche that actually pays out. That's the only reason I don't like it. Which means I'll do 100 gem and end up getting that. Maiden of Water, however, is a large Medica. Raise fire resistance, which is a weird one. I think it's a 10% raise based off the small amount on that. Command 1 is an instant HP heal with regen. Command 2 is a Medica. Just a solid Medica break. Just overall. That'll get work done. Sure Gloves. This is a very familiar item to a lot of people, but it's Dance of Carnage. 8 physical fire hits that temporarily raise the user's crit chance a large amount, so that's 50%. Riddle of Flame is a 4-hit with like boosted damage on crits. Fires of Carnage is a 2-hit with a defense attack bargain. Dance of Carnage is an extremely solid monk burst where I almost never want to use the commands. Now, let me expand on that. The Command 2 is great. It's a bargain. I'll always use that Command 2. The Command 1 is iffy, because the Command 1 will not deal as much damage as an ability with that in-fire unless you land 1 or 2 crits on it. The multiplier on Riddle of Flame is just so low to account for the crit chance that it just doesn't deal a ton of damage. So if you use that and you miss the crit on all 4 hits, you just don't deal that much damage. And once the ability rework comes out, you're never going to use the Command 1, because an ability is always going to deal way more damage. That said, Fires of Carnage is a great command too, and once you run out of those abilities and you're at the tail end of the fight, Riddle of Flame is a nice backup to have. And yes, the entry is great, the increased crit chance is fantastic, especially when the ability rework comes out, where you're not meant to hit 9s on every hit of your ability use. So with that extra crit boost, you will. Like, I don't exaggerate when I say when the ability rework comes out, you're better off using Ruby Spike or Fires Within or Burning Rush or just any other ability instead of Command 1. But again, that said, Dance of Carnage is actually really gross. Once you're in Fired, and if you're fighting something that's Fire Weak, the actual Dance of Carnage use will probably deal all 9s each time. So, it's actually still a really good burst. And I'm just stressing that that Command 1 is really lackluster for how good the burst is otherwise. Like, don't get me wrong, I have this and I use it a ton. Oh, Vessel of Fate. What more do I have to say? I made this joke last week, but it's Vessel of Fate. What does it do? Attack mag boost with a haste. Command 1 is physical, 4 hits, instant cast. Command 2 is magic, 4 hits, instant cast. It's fucking Vessel of Fate. Vessel of Fate is fantastic. It has been overshadowed by a few things in recent day, but I still think Vessel of Fate holds its own. Rafus Tunic. Deadly Charm. Small chance for offensive fire abilities to trigger twice. Fantastic. Especially on a monk with shooter, this will just get a lot of work done. Because, this synergizes with Ruby Spark, Fires Within, Burning Rush. If you have her BSB, it synergizes with both of the commands. Just really good all around. Lordly Robes. Increase the user's mind a moderate amount proportional to the number of white mage abilities the user has used. So again, this synergizes with what they want Arc to be, which is a offensive healer. No matter what, you're generally going to be using white mage abilities on him with what they want you to do. Even though he does have that summon access. That said, because it's mind only, it doesn't synergize with his summon access, which is more what I would use an offensive arc to be. It's weird. This is weird. I'd say if you got this and you don't have his BSB, this would be way better on a hard healer than on an offensive healer. It's okay. I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, this just works. For Arya, being the white mage that she is, it's just you have a chance for your next white mage ability to do more. And I believe, like, I don't even have to check, her burst commands are white mage type, so there's that. That's good. Life's Devotion. Sorry, I had to actually read it. Life's Devotion is an M-Blink with a HP shield 2k. Yeah, fantastic. That's just good to pop off whenever. What does Arya even do? What's her skill set? She is a dancer. I think she's dance 4, White Mage 5. Blazing Fists is 8 physical attacks to one target, grant haste to the user, temporarily increase the user's attack in moderate amount, defense is small amount, so it's attack defense 30. Yeah, it's alright. That's a super soul break. Like, yeah. Onion Slice is this weird good move for the Onion Knight. Between 8 and 11 physical attacks to one target and temporarily lower defensive resistance 50%. The number of attacks depends on, I believe, the Onion Knight's speed. Yes. To the point that to hit 11 hits, I believe you have to be in a burst mode or in synergy at level 99 or something like that. It's fine. It's a defense resistance breakdown. Unlike your offensive boy. Really, it's on your anything boy. So, yeah, it's alright. It's good for a super. So, in review, I like both the Ultras a lot. Break of Valor, I'm very iffy on. I don't like it a ton, but the other bursts are all fantastic. 2 of the record materials are good. I do not like Lordly Robes a ton. Like, it's good if you're doing a hard healer on him, but otherwise it's a little iffy. Life of Devotion, Blazing Fists, and Onion Slice are all very solid supers, so I'm gonna see if I hit anything on this draw. Incoming BSB. Thank God. If that had happened again, I would have lost my shit. Okay. USBs. Crashing Darkness is deal 7 Dark Lightning attacks, infuse with Dark, raise magic of all allies 30%, resistance 30%, and cause users' dark abilities to trigger lightning, dealing magic dark lightning damage to all enemies. So she has an AoE chase if she does a yeah, I still need to finish off that warrior sword. It's killing me. So just big dark hit, infused with dark, and I think the big thing here is it's a big hit, it's a dark, it's an in dark with a chase, and it's a mag resistance 30% up. Like, oofa. Cloud, could you do more? Actually? Like, this is fantastic for a casting team. Cloud Darkness has really solidified herself, oddly enough, of all things, as this, like, crazy support caster. Like, really offensive, but at the same time, a lot of her bursts just breaks. Just do a thing that helps your party. Whether it's this mag resistance buff on this, or the damage reflection on the burst. It's really weird, but I like it. Meanwhile, we got Roar of Duty for Dish, which is 10 lightning magics, temporarily lower lightning resistance, reduce offensive magic casting time for all allies for 3 turns. So that's a 3 count that, 3 lightning hits, lightning imperil, and quick cast magic 3 turns for your entire ally. Oofa! So here you go. If banner 1 is the physical healing banner, excuse me, is the physical healing banner. Banner 2 is the magic support banner. And hoo boy, do they start off with 2 outstanding USBs. Speak of the devil, here's Fusillade, Fusillade Particle Beam, which is her burst, which is 8 magic, holy, dark, random targets, and damage reflect, thorns, if you will. Command 1 is a 4-hit single target, chance to silence blind. Command 2 is 4-hit single target, chance to paralyze stop. Niche, but useful if bosses are weak to status effects. Doesn't come up too often, but helpful when it does. The real thing is it's a BSB with damage reflect on entrance, which is gross. Just gross. Like, a lot of people gloss over that, but just... holy crap. Oh hey, it's Ark's first BSB. Deal 5 white magic holy attacks to one target, restore a moderate amount of HP to all allies, and raise the user's mind a moderate amount. I think this is the first one. Yeah, it feels like this is the first one. Single target, heal, sooner them, Medica, AoE. I like this one more than his second. His second one makes him more of a, like I said, makes him more of an offensive boy, but this is more like the hard healer one, and it's alright. I like this better. I feel like this will get more work done in the current meta. Like, yeah, the command 1 doesn't have instant cast. That's really the biggest ouch on it. But, like, I don't know. I just look at that BSB2, and until the meta shifts in some way to really allow an offensive white mage, I like this one way better. Ancient Lightning. 5. Magic Lightning to all enemies, and enlightening the caster. Become the Lightning is 2 Magic Lightning, and a Mag Defense Bargain. Command 1 is 4 Magic Lightning, and Quick Cast. This is pretty much a lightning version of, what's it called? Reigns' BSB, except only hits one element. It's good. You'll really see this dish out a lot of damage if you can get an Imperil on the boss as well. Or just in general, this deals a lot of damage. It does work. This kind of solidifies Desh as like king shit of Lightning Caster Mountain. And you can like combo this with his USB and hoo boy, he gets going. It's Oathsworn Espada. Espada. Yes, he deals... Desh will deal the most damage, but other lightning casters have more support to them. That's the best way of putting it. So this deals 4 earth hits. Temporarily raised users' attack and defense 30%. Grant haste and burst mode. Oh, and also in earth. It's one of those ones that just kind of goes off the screen. Command 2... Or Command 1 is 2 hits and Sentinel. Command 2 is 2 hits and Retaliate. This is Taunt Retaliate in a single tightly knit burst. Also earth typed, but it's also non-elemental, so it works in almost any situation. Just super good. Also, minor resist to petrify if you need that. Yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say about this, only good things. It really kind of it gets Ingus going and can really just blow stuff up. How does element plus non-element work exactly? If the element will do more damage, it will use the element. Otherwise, it will use whatever the other one is. It will use the non-element. That's there so that people aren't screwed over by things that are immune to earth or something like that. But yeah, no, this is good. This is just good. It's just good. Like, I don't really have anything else to say about it. It's just good. Brooding Arm Guard. Start in Dark. That's fantastic. It synergizes really well with a lot of darkness stuff, which break-wise, Cloud of Darkness has in spades, and otherwise it's just good. Total Devotion. Increase the user's magic up to a small amount proportional to the number of black magic attacks the user has dealt. Again, just very, very nice for Dash. And it synergizes without a break or anything, and if you have his burst, that'll get up and running super fast. Yeah, Dash's BSB is type black. Yeah, that's the point. Small damage. Okay, this is like okay. We finally got to something I dislike on this banner. Ingus's record materia is just small chance to reduce damage taken a moderate amount when a shield is equipped. Now the nice thing about this is it doesn't say physical or magic, it's any damage. So this synergizes very well with either his BSB or his SSB, which just gives him Sentinel. If you don't have either of those things, then you have to bring more things that kind of make this work. The other thing is if a boss has just AoE or is typed Nat, it's not going to get any specific use. It's going to keep Ingus up, but it's not going to help your overall party. And in that regard, I don't love this a ton. It's good if you can actually taunt things to him, but otherwise it falls a little flat for me. I mean, the nice thing is that the shield resists Confuse. That's nice. Darkening Cloak is anti-air particle beam, which is it's 5 Dark Holy, but it also infuses Cloud of Darkness with Dark. So that'll get some other things running if you don't have anything else that does that for her. Word of Kindness is a instant Medica for Arc that also has physical blink on it. This one's fantastic. It's an instant physical blink that also heals your party. So if you're fighting a physical boss, that's an instant recover everybody back up and give them a shield against the next move. Or just in general, having an instant physical blink is super good for a lot of bosses where you know they're going to do something pretty fucking fast. Gaia Blade is 8 physical earth, non-elemental, and lower the attacking magic of that target 50%. Which is good. Also, earth boosting sword, which are a little rare and very useful. So, yeah, just great. I like the Gaia Blade. So, in review, both the ultras are gross. I like all the bursts. None of them sort of hoot and holler at me. Except, well, actually, that's a lie. Ancient Lightning is fantastic. But all the other ones are just, like, really good. They're extremely solid. I like 2 of the Legend Materia. I really dislike Loyal Heart, like, on a whole. That feels like a really, like, if you go 111 and get Loyal Heart, it feels like a real shitty draw. Darkening Cloak, White Mage Robe, and Gaia Blade are all fantastic, especially Gaia Blade and Darkening Cloak for being Earth and Holy boosters. Well, actually, each of these boosts an element. Darkening Cloak is Dark, White Mage Robe is Holy, Gaia Blade is Earth, so each of these is a fantastic item to pull. Just for that elemental booster, and then the breaks themselves aren't that bad. So. Come on, get your shield. Nope. Okay. Whoop. Careful. And, as stated before, I did want to pull on one of these banners, and I think I'm going to pull on the first one, because I'm way less likely to hit a dupe, and I kind of want those metal knuckles. I could either go for either of these USBs supremely. Maiden of Water would be nice. Vessel of Fate would be fantastic. I like 2 of the record materials. Could really go for Deadly Charm. And whatever. I'm kind of whatever on the supers. Though if I get a super, I can use that in a video. And hey, if I get fucking Onion Slice, I'd be ecstatic. Yeah, Short Glove is a Fire Glove, but I already have it. That's the thing. Anyway. Yeah, I want to dodge the arc stuff, which means I'll definitely get the arc stuff. Fuck! Fuck yeah! Fuck, yes, yes. Alright, let's fast forward a little bit. Okay. I think that was... Well, fuck! Yes! Hell yes! Hell yeah! Fuck yeah! Yo, I have to rework my fucking... I gotta rework my Earth Magicite team now, because with that and Gladio, fuck yeah. Now I just destroy the Lightning Magicite. That whips ass. Yeah, I can destroy Hydra. Oh. What was that? God, I know I said I liked it, but what is her thing again? Oh, it's like, yeah, okay, it's a chance for like her next move to be like boosted. Yeah, that's alright. That's good. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let me peep this again. So what is the entrance? Yeah, fire resistance is a little like whatever. Ooh, but I can bring her to Fire Magicite now instead of what's her face? Vanille, and that's actually like super useful. I can see how that works out. And then this is just solid for Hydra. I'm not going to dive her because I have 2 dived healers already, but I am extremely curious at what those 2's dives are. Wait, how do you have record materia but you don't... How do you have legend materia but you don't have your spheres unlocked? Fucking whatever. That's boost. That's... You don't get a double cast! Alright, not diving you. Sorry, Dina, but if your... Yeah, if your caster does... Oh, she has Bard 5. Huh. Yeah, if your caster doesn't get... Does she dive to Dancer? Well, actually, here's a usable. Alright, so she's a Dancer 4. No, she doesn't jump to Dancer 5. That's a bit of a letdown. I mean, look, I already have Ingus like super dove. I mean, fucking yeah. Fuck me up. Why do you get ninja abilities? Oh, that's why. I'm way out of wisdom modes. Which I think we get from this multiplayer this week, so that'll be useful. Yeah. I'm super happy with that pool. That pool owns. I only did 7 this week? Ugh. Oh, wait, no. I did one more. It was just before the reset. That's right. Alright. I did that thing again. Hold up. The streak continues. Yeah, I've gotten USBs 3 weeks in a row. Fortunately, I'm not pulling next week, so the streak will come to an end. 7, huh? So, that's it for the FF3 event. It was a ton of fun. Next time, we have FF7 with the addition of 2 more Turks. So, I'll see you then.